So I was flying a curse in the Kadagi area, and I spotted a Prophecy Blood Edition which didn't move for a while. So what I did is I used limited engagement mechanics to shoot it and then warp away and come back and then re-engage it. So here you see me flying in a curse, engaging a Prophecy on the gate, which apparently is AFK and didn't really respond to any aggression, nor did he deploy any drones. But this is where things start getting a little bit more interesting. The Warthog the Wolf just jumped in and a hookbill landed on the gate. So I immediately switched my newts to Wolf, and knowing and seeing that Prophecy is AFK, switched my point to a Wolf as well, so that I'm able to kill it as soon as possible to avoid being tackled by a frigate, which I managed quite successfully in here. Wolf goes down pretty fast. I cycle my newts a few times, and as soon as the Wolf goes down, I re-engage on a Prophecy. Here, as you can see here, I activate my newt cycle on a Prophecy to mute him out. Then a Harpy jumps in, but he warps away from the gate. So here I keep working on my damage to this Prophecy. I hope he'll jump back to the gate, and I immediately start locking him to see if he tries to engage me. And I switched my newts on him, but then he jumped out, so it was not a threat to me. Then a Omen landed on the gate. I knew this Omen before, so I know that he has a remote ripping alt. He's usually flying an auger, so I want to be really careful here. Now Harpy is getting a little bit closer, and I noticed that Omen just warped to the gate. He landed at quite a distance, 30 kilometers away from me. He's an Omen with lasers. He's EM based damage, so I immediately switch my tackle and my newts to the Omen, trying to mute him out. And here you can see here his buddy Augur jumped in and immediately started repping the Omen. Now by the time I engaged, I didn't really notice, but it's very clear that when I'm applying any kind of damage to the Omen, he's being revved back up. And if you pay attention to Augur's speed, he's doing 3.6 thousand meters per second, which is quite a lot. So here I decide to not to get really into. I don't want to commit too much to this Omen, so I continue muting him out while killing the Prophecy. And now I'm thinking that if I'm able to kill the Prophecy and still get away from the Omen, that would be pretty good. So I continue killing the Prophecy, and as he enters the structure, I take my chances and start burning for the Harpy, thinking that I can also take down the Harpy pretty fast with my newts and then drones. So here, as the Prophecy goes down, I drop my point and start newting Harpy to reduce its speed. As Harpy is newted out, it's pretty easy to point him and then apply drones as well as missiles. Now here I actually abandoned my Valkyries because they were quite at a distance from the Harpy. So then I immediately relaunched Acolytes to kill the Harpy as fast as possible. Now here Omen was burning straight for me all the time. He got on top of me, and he continues running his MWD while receiving Augur reps and capacitor. Also here, if you noticed, I burned away from point range of a Harpy. Then I clicked orbit, so when a Harpy died, my ship actually stopped, which gave Omen enough time to get on top of me and apply enough damage to actually take me down.